Aquaman is an action-adventure fantasy directed by James Wan, known for the movies Saw, The Conjuring, and The Conjuring 2. Arthur Curry is the human-born heir to the underwater kingdom of Atlantis, goes on a quest to prevent a war between the worlds of ocean and land. The runtime is 143 minutes. The film's rating is PG-13 in color. And Aquaman, created by Paul Norris and Mort Weisenherz. Aquaman, I got the pleasure of seeing it yesterday, now talking about it today. Of course, rewatching Aquaman for the new movie that's going to come out next week, which I'm pretty much going to go see. I'm very consistent when it comes to superhero content. I try to see every superhero movie that's either Marvel or DC. Or whether it's good or not, whether it's shit or shit, I go see them. So I recently got to see Aquaman. This is another movie that I have history with. I saw it in theaters twice. I saw it by myself the first time, and I saw it with some friends the second time. And I think yesterday was the third time watching it, so it's like I can talk about it. When I've seen a movie about 3 times, I think I've earned the right to talk about Aquaman. And this is a movie that, in my opinion, has grown to me more. Like, I enjoyed it when I first watched it. I think I enjoyed it a little more, but seeing it again, I don't know, maybe something struck this time, but I love this film. This film is amazing. Yeah, Amber Heard is in it, and it's quite hard to just look past it, but when you could look past that, you'll be alright. Aquaman's amazing. I love this movie. It's fun, it's exciting. I love Mr. Jason Momoa is incredible in this as this Aquaman, and this character of finally, of course, during the old time, Aquaman was just a joke. Nobody took Aquaman serious at all. But I feel like Aquaman, thanks to Jason Momoa and just the people who made it, did an incredible job making Aquaman serious and making him a damn cool character, and I love it. I love Aquaman now. It's amazing. The performances are pretty solid by everybody. You got Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, and he wants to stay away from all the ocean stuff. He wants to just stay there, do his thing, and when they call for him to come and become king, Arthur's very reluctant and is like, I don't think I want to do this. But he says, alright, let's help out. And man, Jason Momoa, I love him as Aquaman. He is incredible. He made a character that was as goofy and as dumb as back then to make him an actual character that is badass. Like, if it was like 20 years ago and I would have said, hey, Aquaman's a badass, people would look at me different. Like, Aquaman is a badass here in these movies, specifically when he was in Justice League and when he was in this film, and he's awesome. I love Jason Momoa as this character. He's, of course, questioning of whether or not he should be king or not, dealing with that dilemma, and it's awesome. I think Jason Momoa is incredible as Mr. Aquaman. Amber Heard as Mera, the love interest. I'm gonna give her that. She's not bad in the movie. She's fine, like, acting wise. She's not giving out a performance where I'm gonna be like, yeah, she was great in that movie. Like, she's very much the weakest part of the movie, by all means. She's not, like, she's just there at this point. There's nothing worth even mentioning about that character. There's nothing. Like, she's just there. And now with all the stuff of her actress, or just of her as a person, it's quite hard to just look at this movie and be like, let me just skip away from her. But for some reason, I could just watch this movie and just have Amber Heard there. Like, yeah, she can be there, I guess. But she doesn't do anything worth mentioning. I think her performance. If this was a better performance, maybe, but it really wasn't. She was just there for, I guess, just to be the love interest, I guess. And hopefully hopefully in the second movie she's not there. I would really hope that in that second film they can cut her off from that whole story, and it's a different person there with him. But yeah, she's there. You got the antagonist, Patrick Wilson, as King Orm. He's great. It's cool that Patrick Wilson and James Wan just has this, I guess, relationship now, man. That anytime James Wan has a movie, Patrick Wilson will probably be in it. And yeah, Patrick Wilson's cool. He's a cool villain with cool motive, an understandable motive, and also that hatred towards his brother because of just certain moments that happened between the mom and dad. And yeah, he's great. He's actually a pretty good villain and menacing when it has to be. He's good. You also got this co-villain who's gonna be, I think, the main villain in the next film, Yahya Abdul Mateen II, playing Black Manta. And yeah, he's cool. He has a really tragic backstory to the reasons why he has this hatred towards Aquaman, and it's cool. He has a character where he's like, oh, I hate Aquaman because of certain moments. It felt like a character moment where it's like, oh shit, because in this moment, this is why he wants to kill Aquaman. I don't see Black Manta just. It'd be stupid if out of nowhere Black Manta's like, it's alright, Aquaman, I'm fine with you. No, he goes to kill Aquaman and ruin his life, and I love that. I love that backstory. I love that villainy aspects of Black Manta. And it's great. It's great. You also got supporting characters. You got William Dafoe as Volca, the one who trains Jason Momoa. And yeah, I love William Dafoe. He's great. He's great in the movie. I love seeing him in movies, especially in comic book movies and superhero stuff. And he's cool. It's great. It's always great seeing William Dafoe in anything that he's in. He's great. Nicole Kidman, the sponsor of AMC, playing Atlanta, the mom, and she's not in the movie much. She's in like the beginning and I think towards the later half. But it's cool seeing Nicole Kidman, and like the love story between her and Arthur's dad is really a beautiful story, and it's just an amazing story. It always reminds me of Ponyo, which anything that reminds me of the movie Ponyo is always gonna get a nice reaction of me. I love it. I love that love story. It's such an amazing love story, and it's really beautiful. So that's why I love it so much. It's just a really beautiful thing. And you also got Tamora Morrison as Tom Curry, the father. And man, Tamora Morrison's Tamora Morrison. You know, he's awesome. He's great, and he's Boba. He's freaking Boba. And just seeing Boba in a DC movie is awesome. He's great. I love the love story of him and Nicole Kidman, and that they want to take care of their son and the ocean. It's a very story that it's been told multiple times that the other family doesn't want him to be with them because of just ocean and shit. But it's actually a really beautiful love story, and you can tell this story, and I always will love it. It's awesome. Tamora Morrison's awesome, so it's just great. And also a cameo of Julie Andrews as the monster, Carathen, and it's just cool hearing Julie Andrews. Actually, because of this movie, she couldn't make a cameo for Mary Poppins Returns, so in a way, Aquaman was a reason why she wasn't in that movie. But also, it was a good reason. This movie was awesome. And also Dolph Lundgren, a freaking action icon, playing King Neros. He's great. It's awesome. Dolph Lundgren being a sea creature, a sea thing, it's awesome. It's just like, oh wow, Dolph Lundgren, that's awesome. And also something I noticed was the Digimon Hanzo as King Riku. It was like in one scene, but I noticed the voice. I'm like, shit, I know that guy. And yeah, he's like in one scene. That's it. But it's cool hearing him. But yeah, the performances are pretty solid by everybody, except for Amber Heard. I mean, she didn't do much in that movie to begin with. Direction by James Wan is remarkable. Like, the action scenes in this movie are, in my opinion, the best action scenes in a superhero movie. It is amazing. Some of the camera work that they do in the movie is just awesome, and I just love it. And it's also just directed well, and just a cool story, and the direction by Mr. James Wan is amazing. It's also the screenplay by Mr. David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick and Will Beal, and I love the story. The story is really cool. It's very a young Kai trying to step into King, and he doesn't belong there, but he's trying to prove his worth, and it's a really cool story, and I always love a story like that, and it's awesome. The story is really good. Music by Rupert Gregson Williams, who did the score for Hotel Rwanda, Hacksaw Ridge, and Wonder Woman, and it's a damn good score. It's a pretty cool score, especially towards some really epic scenes. I think the score is really good. The DP by Don Burgess, who was the cinematographer for the movies Forrest Gump, Castaway, and Wander. It's an incredibly shot movie. I'll give it that. It's very well shot. The cinematography, especially some of those one-shot action scenes, are just remarkable and spectacular. Production designing by Mr. Bill Berzeski, who was the production designer for As Good as It Gets, The Hangover, and Flipped. And the production designing is great. We get to go to different places and in different areas, and also just the ocean stuff is great. Of course, it's not like they handmade that. That was all VFX, but all around it's cool going around. It's like you're going places, and you're going to the desert. They also go to Italy. It's great. The areas are cool. The costume design by Kim Barrett, who was the costume designer for The Matrix, Cloud Atlas, and The Nice Guys. All the costumes are really cool, especially for Aquaman and also certain sea creatures and not certain sea creatures, but certain soldiers and all that stuff. It's really cool. The designing of the costumes. The VFX are pretty solid. I understand James Cameron was very much like, yeah, this is shit compared to what I'm making, which in reality is true. But VFX, for what it was, is still good. It's still good VFX. There's nothing bad. Yeah, some of the hair stuff when in the ocean was a little uncanny, but I was fine with it. But all around VFX, especially when you're in Atlantis and the creatures and all that, are incredible. Just utterly incredible. And the action scenes, again, when I say the action scenes in Aquaman is some of the best action scenes in a superhero movie, I think I can say it. It's the most well shot, the camera angle and everything. It is just spectacular action scenes, especially towards I think the beginning, and also that one fight scene in Italy is just some of the best action scenes in a superhero movie, in my opinion. And also there's horror elements. This movie has a lot to it. There's love story, there's action, and there's also horror elements, specifically with the trenches, which is amazing. That scene is just incredible. And that shot underwater where they're freaking chasing Aquaman, oh my god, it's remarkable. It's like a painting. And VFX are great. Like I said, the VFX are really good. And Aquaman is a movie that has slowly grown, and I think I love this film. I love it. It is like a kid. You're a kid, and everything that's happening on screen is so awesome. The creatures, fucking lobsters fighting sharks. It's awesome. As a kid, I'm not a kid, but watching this movie, I'm I had kid brain. I'm this is incredible shit going on. And has and it's also the Zack Snyder verse, so it has some of the slow mo that you expect from the Zack Snyder movie, and which Zack Snyder gets a lot of shit, but I give Zack Snyder a compliment. He makes movies look epic, and this is a movie that looks epic, and it looks awesome. It doesn't look generic. It has the epicness, and it's awesome. I freaking love Aquaman. I absolutely love this movie. This movie has grown into my heart somehow. I don't know what happened in that third watch, but after watching it, I absolutely loved it. So I got nothing bad to say except for maybe Amber Turd. But if you can look past Amber Turd, I think you'll be alright. You'll be alright. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's an awesome film. It's awesome. An incredible film that's just an amazing film. It's an amazing movie that has love story to it. The action is some of the best in superhero, and Aquaman, the main man, is awesome. So I love this movie. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. Got nothing bad to say. So those are my thoughts, guys, for Aquaman, and let's hope the Lost Kingdom is good. I hope it's good. I heard some saying that it's gonna be a goofier, which I hope not. I don't want goofy. I'm sick and tired of goofiness right now. I just want good movies. I want action. I don't need all the goofiness, man. I don't need the movie to be goofy. I need it to be well told. I'm sick of goofiness right now. Marvel's was considered, it's a goofy movie. No, it's shit. It's terrible. Get that out of my brain. But let's hope the Lost Kingdom is good. It looks good. It looks cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it a bit. So hopefully it's actually good. Let's hope. We can have hope now, because it doesn't look terrible. It actually it might be good. But if it sucks, man, God help me. God help superhero movies. Because lately the superhero movies have been shit. Specifically the Marvels, some of the TV shows. Blue Beetle I enjoyed Blue Beetle, but it's not a superhero movie where I can really be yeah, go superhero movies. But yeah, superhero genre has been a little iffy. But also you have Guardians 3 and Across the Spider-Verse. That it's like a CPR. And Loki. Gotta always bring up Loki. It's like a CPR. It's yeah, man, you're about to die, man, but some shit's trying to save you. But yeah, hope Lost Kingdom is good, though. I have hope for that one. I have actual hope, so.